You said Malik Beasley?
Yes.
He's having a hell of a year.
Easy, man. 108 to 97.
5 straight road losses for the Timberwolves, and they've lost overall 9 of their last 10. Every starter had at least 15 for Atlanta. They only had 8 points off the bench. Every starter had at least 15.
Ernie, get us.
Where do you want me to take you there, Jeff?
Anywhere but out here.
Should I take you to commercial break? Steve Carell applying for unemployment and getting his stimulus check.
That's awesome, right there.
Not even messing.
What's going on, guys? I'm Jaye the Black. Shout out to everybody that's on there. Yeah, I'm gonna respond to the video or audio clip. I'll probably have it at the beginning of this video. If not, due to some issues, I'll link it in the description box. Basically, Charles Barkley was on the NBA show, and they were speaking about the Timberwolves losing to the Atlanta Hawks, and Malik Beasley, he had 15 points, 5 rebounds. And then Charles Barkley made a comment to the effect of Malik Beasley's having a hell of a year. And then his co-anchor, Kenny, he was like, come on, man. Basically, he was like, come on, man. Like, seriously. And then, you had Ernie trying to continue to read through whatever they were reading through, like he didn't hear that. And then they sort of started to chuckle about it. Charles basically was alluding to the year that Malik Beasley had. And Kenny knew immediately because they were all speaking about it. That's why Kenny didn't want to talk about it. That's why Ernie was ignoring it. Because they've all been talking about how Malik Beasley has had a weird couple of months, even going back to the fight he had with the NFL or the ex-NFL player over his girlfriend or perceived situation that may have led to Malik Beasley getting into the situation that he's currently in now, dating a woman who is literally half his age. Now, again, Malik is an adult. He's going to do whatever he wants to do. But I just find it interesting how you have people in the NBA, right? They know that Malik Beasley, is having a tough time. They know that in his personal life, it is taking different twists and turns. And it has a lot more to do about him than anything else. It has a lot more to do with the fact that he's out here choosing, out of all people, Larsa Pippen to be in a relationship with, instead of somebody else. It's like, of all people, why are you choosing this person? And it's clear to me that, he's somebody that may be going through something internally, and his way of escaping it is to sort of shift from quickly out of one relationship that may have not been over to another. And the people outwardly are laughing about it. They are making a joke of it. I believe a lot of people in the NBA are making a joke of it outside of that. They probably told him that. Teammates, maybe the best thing that happened to him was to be back on the court and not having so much free time. I just think that, here's a guy who, again, is left one situation with a disgruntled ex, for somebody who has done nothing but chase after, men who are not only younger, but guys who play basketball or, trying to find something, having their own midlife crisis. And guys like Charles, they're going to make fun of it because they see what's going on, right? And people can say whatever they want about Charles Barkley, right? But Charles Barkley is somebody that, love him or hate him, he's going to speak his mind. And in that moment, you're watching this guy, Malik Beasley, who has had, like I said, a very weird couple of months back on the court, like nothing happened. And I'm pretty sure they have those discussions. I'm sure that they have had those discussions. Now, they're not going to say it, but I know that they've probably had those discussions about him and about what's been going on with him. The fact that he's literally dating Scottie Pippen's ex, who I believe they're still married, by the way. They haven't fully going through with the divorce, and they're still currently living with each other. Larsa Pippen is still living with Scotty. That's her residence. Now, she might be with Malik now, but for the most part, that's what she has been since they've officially broken up. While she has dated other dudes, she has still lived with Scotty. Scotty still has allowed this woman to have a place to come back to, which is why she's so comfortable doing the things that she's doing, because she's not really held accountable for anything. This is why she's able to go do interviews and say that she got with Tristan Thompson right around the time he got with Chloe. Oh no, I would say while he was with his other ex, and again, he's going to be the person who is going to be talked about and joked about because people find the situation hilarious. Because if you look at it, it is. Now, again, it's his business. He can date whoever he wants, right? But you have to understand the optics. Up until this point, people thought Malik Beasley was still with his wife. That really there was nothing going on. They had gotten married early last year, only to then leave her for this situation with Larsa Pippen. For a woman who is so wayward, who is so for the streets, who seems to not care at all. She's living in her own world. Larsa is literally living in her own world right now. And she doesn't care about the criticism. She really doesn't. As long as she's with who she wants to be with, she doesn't care what other people think, which is fine. But Malik is going to have to deal with the criticism because eventually it's going to get to him. It may not be getting to him now, but it will. Because what if your opponent is using that as material against you on the court to rile you up? They're going to do that. They're going to use your situation against you. Maybe they are. And he's just ignoring it. But you're going to see more of this. You're going to see more of Malik getting clowned by the people around him, by the people on TV, because they're looking at this situation as a guy. You left your young, attractive wife for Larsa Pippen. You literally have gotten with the older version of who you were already with when there were no signs of any situation. As a matter of fact, he had a case due to his own ignorance and his own stupidity that he's dealing with. I think that might be coming to a close, if not has it already. So again, it's all about choices. When you have somebody that is used to not making the right choices, you have to look at what's going on from a wider lens. But you're going to see more of this. I guarantee you're going to see more people clowning Malik Beasley, making fun of him, because they're going to look at his situation and they're going to say, look at who you were with and look at who you're with now. And Charles Barkley is speaking for other people who are not going to say it publicly. This is why Kenny tried to get him to not speak on it. He tried to get him to shut up immediately, because Kenny and all those other people know what is being said is true. They know that this guy literally downgraded. He got with somebody that who's out here getting with everybody. Listen, and I will say this too, all right? In these situations, we don't know 100% of what happened, right? But what we do know is that you have somebody who's young, you have somebody who just signed the biggest contract of his life, and somebody that wants to be single. He doesn't want to be the family man right now anymore. He wants to go out and sow his oats, so to speak. He should have done that before he put a ring on his wife or estranged wife's finger. If you wanted to go out and be single and enjoy yourself, you should have done that. But maybe he didn't think that his career would be where it is now. He didn't think he would get that big done. I don't know. But in every joke, there is truth to the situation. And I think that, again, Charles was bringing up the obvious. He was bringing up the obvious. He's not going to beat around the bush. He's like, listen, man. This is the same guy who left his wife to go and chill in Miami with Larsa Pippen, who's still living with her husband. He caught a charge for tapping his rifle on somebody's window. So, and also going to a different team. So in that context, yes, he's had one hell of a year. In that context, he has definitely had one hell of a year.